Catherine's a teacher and teacher trainer based in Italy. When she started my group program back in September 2023, she'd been freelancing for about 2 years. She had managed to secure quite a lot of work, but it was often not that well paid and involved a great deal of travelling, working in 10 different schools. Less than a year later, she's now much more focused on what she actually wants to do. She's working fewer hours and she's making about 25% more than she was at this point last year. Here's Catherine's story.
My name's Catherine Stevenson. I'm a teacher and teacher trainer here in Verona in Italy. I specialise in CLIL and interactive learning. And last year I set up my business Transform English, which is about helping teachers to transform their classrooms into confident, vibrant learning spaces where teachers love teaching and students love learning. So before doing the group programme, I was freelancing for a couple of years, which was quite a new thing for me. And I was doing a lot of teaching for one particular project and getting a lot of work, which was great, but not brilliantly well paid. And it was quite a marathon from sort of November to June of teaching over about 300 hours in 10 different schools. And it was good. Like, I love teaching, but it was quite exhausting. And I got to the end of a year of doing that, or 2 years of doing that, and was really starting to think, this isn't sustainable. And I'd done a few training courses over the years in CLIL, and I did one which went particularly well. And I thought, gosh, I just need to be doing more of this. This is much more sustainable. This is what I really enjoy. But yeah, wasn't really sure how to make that happen. I think my big hesitation about joining the course was the financial investment. I absolutely knew that Rachael was going to be able to help me. I'd taken part in her freelance festival and I was really enthusiastic about doing something to change my business. But I was thinking, maybe I can just watch lots of YouTube videos and do it myself rather than spending that money. Because, it did feel like quite a big chunk of my earnings at that time. So now I've done the course, I can completely see the value of that money. And, just coming to the decision of spending that money, I'd spoken to some friends who were involved in coaching and business development as well, which really helped me kind of change my ideas about it and really see that money as an investment. I could have spent time learning all the skills I would need to bring my business where I wanted it to be. But I think it would have been a very long and painful process on my own, much less supportive, much less enjoyable. And that money and that investment has got me to a place that I wouldn't have been at without it. And so now when I look back at it, I don't really think about that money that I spent. And this year, my projected income is 25% more than it would have been last year. So I'm already making that money back. And I'm really glad I made the investment. So working with Rachael's really helped me to understand what it is that I want and how to get it. I think the big difference for me is that I've now got a public facing profile. I've got a Facebook page, a Facebook profile. I'm on LinkedIn, and I'm in the kind of professional networks that I wasn't in before. And I've been very lucky this year that there's a lot of funding available for CLIL training, which is what I do. But I honestly don't think I would have known about that if I hadn't had my kind of feelers out in those networks. And people have come to me via my professional pages asking me about my ability to do those courses as well. So that's been a massive change for me, as well as the kind of mindset change of feeling like a business owner and thinking more strategically about things. So when work proposals have come my way and they haven't fitted into what it is that I really want to be doing, I've been able to say no straight away without kind of worrying about that being an issue, and knowing that I need to keep that time in my diary for developing my business as well, rather than just kind of accepting the work that's coming because it's money. I think I would say to someone who's thinking about working with Rachael, maybe it's a bit of a cliche, but it's definitely not a course that you do and you forget about. So doing the group program, it's really, really practical. You start making changes to your business straight away, and you start seeing the impact of those as you go along. Rachael really, really knows her stuff. She's incredibly supportive and perceptive and has this kind of realistic positivity that just sort of stays with you. I think I feel like if I come across something that's difficult when in my work now, I've kind of got Rachael's voice there with me. So it's a really kind of supportive and therapeutic process actually for developing your business. So I would say, yeah, have a good think about it. Don't worry too much about the money, and think about the benefits of taking part in a program that can really get you to where you want to be in an efficient and practical way.